Davos, a popular ski resort in the Swiss Alps, the highest town in Europe, and home of the World Economic Forum's annual meeting. But what is Davos, who can go, and why does it matter? Hang in there, all will be covered in this episode of BlackRock Basics. Aside from the skiing, there's one thing the town of Davos is particularly famous for. Every January, this is where the World Economic Forum, or WEF, holds its annual meeting. So if you hear people talking about Davos right now, they're probably actually talking about this meeting. Running since 1974, Davos is the World Economic Forum's highest profile event. The conference aims to bring the public and private sectors together to discuss and cooperate on solutions to the global economic and social challenges. Each Davos meeting varies, as the agenda is determined by the world's most pressing issues at the time. Key themes at the 2023 summit, for example, included high inflation, particularly rising energy and food prices, and climate initiatives. 2024 marks the 54th annual meeting. The summit will run from the 15th to the 19th of January under the theme of Rebuilding Trust. This will aim to provide delegates with a platform to discuss the drivers of trust, including transparency, consistency, and accountability. The conference is massive. There are hundreds of discussions, speeches, panels, interactive learning, and of course, very important networking sessions throughout. Long story short, Davos is invite only. If you want to get past security, you'll need to be either a world leader, CEO, civil society leader, youth representative, member of the media, or maybe even a celebrity. But fear not, if you're interested in following along, there's a whole host of live stream sessions, forum hubs, and of course social media that allow you to engage with the event. In 2020, the World Economic Forum published a new Davos Manifesto. This is essentially an update of its 1973 ethics code for business leaders and calls on companies to pay their fair share of taxes, show zero tolerance for corruption, uphold human rights throughout their supply chains, and advocate for a competitive level playing field. Headquartered in Geneva in Switzerland, the WEF is an international non-profit founded in 1971. By the way, did you know that the WEF was originally called the European Management Forum before changing its name in 1987? A little rebrand never hurts. It wouldn't be an episode of BlackRock Basics without a wrap-up. So firstly, Davos is organised by the WEF. Secondly, the overall aim is to provide solutions to global challenges. Thirdly, each summit's theme is dependent on current world issues. And finally, the guest list is very exclusive, but through the powers of the internet, anyone can keep up.